Attention, Foxborough faithful, especially the old-school fans. Mike Vrabel is back in the spotlight within Patriots Nation, and you can feel the buzz. One of the pillars of our championship dynasty is now working behind the scenes. But could this mean something big is coming? I want to hear from you. What do you think of Vrabel's involvement so far? Do you believe he could be a key figure in this new Patriots era? And if you've been a fan since the days Vrabel wore number 50, catching touchdowns as a linebacker and leaving it all on the field, then you already know what to do. Smash that like button to honor our history. And drop a comment with pride. I've been a Patriots fan since the Vrabel days. Let's see how many OGs are still rocking red, blue, and silver with pride. And now let's go. You won't believe what just happened. The latest Pro Football Focus list of the top 25 NFL players under 25 just dropped. And somehow, Christian Gonzalez is nowhere to be found. Not even a mention, not a footnote, not a whisper. A player who locked down the best receivers in the league, who was the only consistent bright spot in a Patriots defense that struggled mightily last season, completely ignored. And the crazy part? He was a second-team All-Pro. Let that sink in. A second-team All-Pro cornerback under 25 years old doesn't make the top 25 list of players under 25. What are we doing here? Let's break this down. You look at the list, and sure, there's talent there. Puka Nacua, Kyle Hamilton, Jadon Daniels, Will Anderson Jr., Jahmyr Gibbs, even Brock Bowers already being dubbed the next Gronk. But not a single mention of the guy who stared down A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith in his first NFL game and locked them down. A guy who opened his season matching up against Jamar Chase and made Joe Burrow stop throwing in his direction. Come on. This is what Patriots fans are tired of. Disrespect. Disrespect from the national media. Disrespect from Pro Bowl voters. Disrespect from PFF. Gonzalez not only didn't make this list, he didn't even make the Pro Bowl, despite being named a second-team All-Pro. How does that even make sense? All-Pro was chosen by experts. The Pro Bowl? Well, let's not forget Tyler Huntley made it once. Mac Jones made it. The Pro Bowl has become a joke, and yet people still use it as some sort of measurement stick. Meanwhile, Gonzo's out here putting up elite numbers in one of the league's most demanding roles. Look at the stats. Christian Gonzalez was targeted 84 times. He allowed only 46 receptions. That's just a hair over 50%. He gave up just 499 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. That's it. 2 scores across an entire season. He had 7 pass breakups, and the kicker, a 70.5 quarterback rating when targeted. Let me say that again. 70.5. That's the kind of rating you'd expect from a struggling rookie quarterback, not from every single quarterback throwing his way. Whether it was Josh Allen, Tua Tagovailoa, Joe Burrow, or anyone else, targeting Gonzo meant trouble. Now compare that to the corners who did make the list. Devin Witherspoon, for example, allowed 63 receptions on 89 targets, 15 more catches than Gonzo while being targeted only 5 more times. Quarterback rating allowed? 99.2. Christian Benford had a 79.7 rating allowed. Cooper DeJean, another name on the list, allowed a QB rating of 81.3 with 69 receptions on 97 targets and gave up more yards than Gonzalez. Yet somehow, they're on the list and Gonzo isn't. And let's not pretend the context is equal. The Eagles had one of the best pass rushes in football. Cooper DeJean was surrounded by talent, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, elite defensive line play, a top 10 defense. Christian Gonzalez, he was on a Patriots team that was constantly on the back foot, with a rotating cast of defenders and an offense that couldn't stay on the field. Opposing offenses targeted him constantly because they knew he was the centerpiece of the Patriots secondary, and he still shut them down. Let's go back to those matchups. Tyreek Hill, 2 games, 7 targets, 4 receptions, 65 yards, 0 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, 7 targets, 4 catches, just 27 yards. Jamar Chase, after Gonzalez lined up on him, the Bengals stopped throwing to him. That's the ultimate sign of respect in the NFL, when elite quarterbacks avoid your side of the field entirely. And this is a guy who, in his second year, has already solidified himself as a top 5 cornerback in the NFL. You want to argue about the elite names? Sure, put Pat Surtain 2 at number 1. Trent McDuffie and Derek Stingley Jr. have earned respect. But Christian Gonzalez, he's right there. And yet he's overlooked again and again, almost like there's a media blackout on Patriots players unless they're failing. The only time you hear about New England these days is when someone's talking about the rebuild, the quarterback issues, or a loss. But when a young star emerges and dominates, crickets. Even internally, he's becoming the centerpiece of the defense. The Patriots just added Carlton Davis in free agency. Now, opposing offenses can't just target the opposite side of the field. With Marcus Jones in the slot and Davis locking down one side, Gonzo's going to have the freedom to wreak havoc. And he's not some product of a system. This is pure talent, lockdown mentality, a chip on his shoulder. And you know what? That chip just got bigger. You remember when he didn't make the Pro Bowl and he tweeted those laughing emojis? Just wait for the next tweet. He sees this list. You think he's going to stay quiet? Gonzo's got every reason to come out in 2025 and shut down the entire league. And with the Patriots defense trending up, he's got the platform to do it. Now I want to hear from you. Is Christian Gonzalez being disrespected by PFF? Should he have made that top 25 list? Where do you rank him among NFL cornerbacks right now? Top 5? Top 3? Maybe even higher? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is one of the most underrated stories in the league, and it's time Patriots Nation makes some noise. And let's not forget the broader implications here. This isn't just about a snub. This is about a systemic pattern of national media underestimating and undervaluing talent in New England the moment Tom Brady left the building. If this were a player in Dallas, in Philly, in San Francisco, he'd be plastered across ESPN. You'd see his highlights on repeat. He'd be in commercials. He'd be a Pro Bowl starter and a media darling. But because Christian Gonzalez plays for the Patriots, now a team clawing back to respectability, the narrative is silence. It's neglect. It's bias. Even the timing is suspicious. This list dropped right as OTAs get underway and hype around rookies and breakout players starts to build. What better time to fuel discussion and set the narrative? But instead of giving credit where it's due, they shine the spotlight elsewhere. Gonzo doesn't have a flashy social media presence. He's not loud. He's not dancing on TikTok. He's not talking trash in pressers. He just shows up, lines up against the best, and shuts them down. But apparently, that's not enough for clicks anymore. You can hear it in the frustration from fans, analysts, and even some inside the locker room. There's this growing sense that Christian Gonzalez isn't just being overlooked, he's being intentionally left out of the conversation. And maybe that's exactly what he needs. Because every time the NFL or the media sleeps on a player like this, it becomes personal. And a motivated Gonzo, with a full offseason of development, a bolstered secondary, and a rising defense around him, that's dangerous. Let's look at this from a football perspective. We're talking about a player who, at 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, has the perfect frame for a modern cornerback. He's fast. He's physical. He mirrors elite receivers without getting grabby, and his ability to close space and recover is elite level. His instincts? Off the charts. He reads routes like a veteran. Watch the tape. It's not just about shutting down catches. It's about denying quarterbacks even the option to throw. He erases windows. And the fact that quarterbacks are starting to avoid his side of the field this early in his career? That's what happened with prime Darrelle Revis. That's what happened with early Stephon Gilmore. It's the highest form of respect you can earn as a defensive back. And yet, somehow, Pro Football Focus decided that wasn't enough to even land in the top 25 under 25? Let's not forget, this is the same outlet that helped popularize analytics in football. And when you actually look at the analytics, Gonzo clears most of the guys on that list. I mean, let's just compare the data one more time. Cooper DeJean, rookie, gave up 564 yards, a higher completion